When it came to financial aid, I actually heard about it from my high school because my high school is really motivated to push a lot of students towards college. So that's I heard a lot about it whenever it was like my junior year, like senior year especially. And I had made an appointment with my advisor, with the financial aid advisor at the high school, and she sat down with me and my mom, and it took about like roughly to an hour almost. But she made the process a lot easier to understand. So it was mainly it was good that I sat down with her. The funds that I'm waiting on are supposed to arrive around October 1st, and I'm just waiting on the financial aid, the refund after they've already taken care of like my classes and everything. I just wish they would have like they'd talk a little bit more in depth about like what financial aid is, and like there's consequences if you don't do your part in college. Well, for me personally, I feel like the process of financial aid here at the college was easy, but just because I had the help that I did, or else I would have probably struggled a lot more.
I wish I had known that the financial aid process took quite a while. It took nearly 2 months for me, while many others are shorter. I think that was about the time period for me. I would say the financial aid process was very difficult. That's why I had originally contacted my old high school faculty to help me with it. I would say what was challenging about it was I'd never had to deal with many documents like that and having to send them into the government website and all that and having to wait in between was quite a while. The faculty at my old high school I was already very well acquainted with and I already was very familiar with them. So it was a lot easier for me to talk to them than it was to go to the financial aid office at the college.
Well, I had to make an appointment with the financial aid advisor. Um, it roughly took around an hour just so you can get through the process, especially since in high school you're supposed to do it already, but I still needed some things to work out, so I had to meet up with the financial advisor in the college. It was pretty helpful. They also told me about a COVID relief fund that's going on right now, and that helped me a lot because I really needed some of that relief money to buy like a new laptop. I feel somewhat worried because the college they sometimes don't send emails where they don't tell you and it randomly just pops up in a notification. They tell you some things but they don't tell you the consequences of doing things. The consequence for not doing your part in it is that they either take it completely away or they just put you in some sort of lock where you can't use anything until you bring up your grades. I wouldn't have known that info if it wasn't for my friend.
How I'm feeling currently about that, I've just recently paid off the rest of my payment plan because since I've switched out those last two courses because they were on a different campus and I didn't realize it until somebody pointed it out to me. And that took a small hit on my financial aid. And so I had to pay that back to the government on my own. And that's been a tedious process. I don't think that that's fair at all because they don't really tell you until it's like too late to put on the brakes and go elsewhere.
When I received my refund for the financial aid, I was actually very grateful about it because it told me, hey, you can go to college versus, having to come up with figuring out how to pay for it on my own.
To get my financial aid refund, I cried all day. I have not had that type of money in my bank account. I I don't have money, so that felt good. I plan on using my financial aid money for a computer. I'm using my mom's old computer and it kind of is slow. And to fix up my car so I can go to school because my car broke down, and for food so I can eat. So, yeah, basics.